Welcome to another Burchfield Penney Art Center sketch break, sponsored by Hyatt's All Things Creative. These are short, 15-minute live sketching demos to give you inspiration and a needed break from your work or school day. You don't need any fancy supplies, just something to draw on and to draw with. Today, I'm going to be using a pencil, paper, and some colored Sharpies. Today's sketch prompt is Earth Day. Earth Day is just a couple days away, and I want you to take a few seconds to think about what you love most about the earth. It could be that you love how blue the sky is or how green the grass is. It could be flowers, trees, water, anything. So pick something you love about the earth and draw it. I'm going to be sketching the earth as a whole. But instead of coloring in the oceans and continents, I'm going to make them into flowers. So follow along with me if you like my design, and if not, draw whatever comes to mind for you. Remember, this is your 15-minute break. Let's get started. So I've already have my paper here. I've got kind of a thicker piece. It's watercolor paper, just something that the Sharpies can absorb into better than regular drawing paper. As you can see, I've already got my circle template already started for me for the earth. And just before I do anything color-wise, I'm just gonna lightly map out little shapes here of like what I kind of where I want color to go, just so I kind of have in my mind, you know, where certain continents are gonna fall and that general shape that they're in. It's gonna be very abstract, so it's not gonna be, you know, perfect, you know, cartographer level continent, but I'm gonna do my best. Get in Africa. Let's see. Okay, so I've got my general shapes. I kind of want these to be light because I'll end up erasing them later anyway. But just so I know that that's kind of where everything's gonna fall. I'm gonna start with blues. And so if you're following along with me, these are just going to be just little loops of color with the Sharpie. I have 3 different colors here, and the ultra fine point, kind of like a light blue, a teal, and a green. But as you can see, these are gonna be kind of like really abstract flowers, so nothing crazy. Just to get a good general shape. And if you are following along with me, you know, these flowers, as you can see, are going to be very abstract. So if you make a mistake, you know, don't try and go over lines over and over again to make them perfect. You know, leave them as is. And because you never know what it'll look like in the end. And you can't go back, especially when you're working with permanent marker. So if you make a line that you don't really like, you know, you don't go back to it, let it sit, let it breathe, and then if you find you really can't stand it, you can come back to it, but you can't always take back your marks, so. I'm gonna come in here with my teal. A little bit of a different color, a little variation. I'm gonna come in to do some of these other leaves. So now I'm switching to green to kind of show the continent colors. I'm trying to use different shapes so that they kind of conform around these traced lines I used here. You can add some details to the leaves if you want. You can make them different shapes, different colors. You don't have to use green and blue like me. You know, if it's nice out where you are, you can always take your sketchbook or paper outside and do a plein air drawing for Earth Day. You know, Burchfield used to do a lot of paintings like that. It's such a different experience to be right in front of your subject instead of behind a computer screen. So feel free to take this on the go and to go outside and enjoy I'm gonna move around a little bit to fill in some other areas so you can kind of get an idea of where the shape's gonna go, because definitely won't be able to finish this all in 15 minutes, but I will show you at the end a finished version of this, so you can get a good look at what I drew. Now I'm just kind of marking in the stems of these vines I want to add and kind of the shape I want them to form as I go, just so I know where a plant is going to be, just so you can follow along here. You can make crazy shapes in these if you're following the Earth Day prompt that I am and drawing the earth. You know, they could be crazy shapes. They don't need to be plants. You know, do what feels right for you. If you don't want to draw plants, you don't have to. You can make them squiggly shapes, squiggly lines. You know, because there's a lot to fill in on this big sheet of paper, so. Come back to this blue. First, I'm going to mark off this little area here. Okay, so my time is up for now, but I'm gonna put this aside, and wherever you are in your drawing, keep working if you have the time. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to actually just show you the finished version of this so you can see how this turned out in the end. So here is the final sketch, what the finished product will look like for this sketch break. My continents and oceans as flowers are super abstract, but it was fun to doodle, and I hope if you followed along with the sketch prompt, you enjoyed it too. If you chose to do a different type of theme for Earth Day, please share it with us. So post those on your Facebook or Instagram or email them to us, and we would love to share them on our platform and see what everyone else is creating at work or at home. Remember, these are every other Tuesday at 12:30 and for only 15 minutes. So join us next time. Bye.